kiss for you.
Back, we will study about the third most important cell organelle, that is the nucleus. Now, this is a very important topic in cell and as well as cell division, and it's a basis of cell division. You need to know about nucleus very thoroughly. Oftenly it is asked to draw the diagram. See how I have drawn the diagram. You will have a membrane surrounding the nucleus, but that membrane should be double membrane. That means two layers would be there. That membrane should not be continuous. That means we'll have pores in between. There would be some thread-like structures in the inside that and some granulated structure. Now we'll study in deep about nucleus. The structure first of all. Structure. Nucleus, it is an organelle which is made up of covered by a double membrane. The membrane is not continuous, it has pores in between. Inside it, it have a dense part of cytoplasm that is known as the nucleoplasm. Third point of structure. Fourth thing, inside the nucleoplasm we have thread-like structures which are known as chromatin fiber. That is the fourth thing. Fifth thing, we have granular structure, that means dana-like structures which inside the nucleoplasm, that is known as the nucleolus. So double membrane, not continuous, then we have dense part of cytoplasm, nucleoplasm, then we have thread-like structures, and then we have a granular structure that is known as the nucleolus. For better interpretation, you can see alongside there is a diagram of nucleus that is not made by me, it is graphical picture. But over here you can see the diagram that you can make and in the examination it is diagrammatically correct. So structure we have already talked about. Okay. Now we will move on to the location. Now see, in an animal cell, the nucleus is always located at the center. Basically at the center, we usually take parameter beech mein hota hai. And in case of plant cell, it is pushed. See, plant cell mein hum log aage, when we will move ahead, we will study about vacuoles and all the other things. We will study that nucleus, because of the large size of the vacuole, is pushed towards the corner of the plant cell. But in science, we never use the term corner. We call it as the periphery. You can over here, you can look also, periphery. Okay, periphery. So therefore, location of nucleus would be at the center of an animal cell and the periphery of the plant cell. Then we move on to the structure we have discussed, location we have discussed. Now function. Function of the nucleus is controls and coordinates all the activities of the cell. That means controls. That means whatever activity, when here it has to be performed, it is decided by the nucleus. And coordinates, that means it guides other organelles how to perform by sending messages. Now that sending messages is not the same that we do, it is quite different, but in that depth you need not know, but the structure, function and location. So function. So because of the function of controlling and coordinating all the activities of the cell, this nucleus, it is known as the brain of the cell. Brain, human brain, it controls and coordinates all the activities of the body. Similarly, cell brain, cellular brain controls and coordinates all the activities of the human, any of the other cells. So that is the most important organelle. So you may also know. Then now let us move about some important features of structure. The nuclear membrane, why it is not continuous? Why it is not continuous? Because see, nucleus at the time of cell division, have this membrane has to disappear. So to facilitate that disappearing, this is not continuous. Other reasons are also there, you may know only one. Then you have some granular structures. Now this is known as nucleolus. Now nucleolus. Nucleolus, you also should know granulated structure. Location in the nucleoplasm, suspended in the nucleoplasm, and function, it helps in synthesis of proteins. Okay, that is ribosomal RNA and ribosomal proteins कहते हैं उसे, लेकिन simply you can write that nucleolus, it is granulated structure, it is located inside the nucleus in the cytoplasm, and it helps in synthesis of protein. Then about the nucleoplasm, the cytoplasm has been concentrated inside the nuclear membrane. Therefore, such cytoplasm, it is known as the nucleoplasm. That means the dense part of cytoplasm located in the nucleus is known as nucleoplasm. Now, the third part means the next part you can see inside the nucleus is chromatin fiber. So, structure, definitely a thread-like structure you can see over here. Then location in the nucleoplasm, and function to carry out turns into chromosome and carry. Now, this chromatin fiber, which was the thread-like structure. Now, I would not go in deep, but it is important to know, as we are a part of learning. We are here to learn something, so we'll study how this helps in carrying the hereditary information from one cell to another at the time of cell division. Now, see, at the time of cell division, each of this thread, it makes its own copy, okay, and then it gets coiled and condensed. Now see, what is coiling and condensing? You see, this is a thread, then it will coil like this, and then it will condense like this. So this is coiling and condensing. So at the time of cell division, the chromatin fiber gets coiled and condensed, okay, to form chromosome. You can see over here chromosome. So chromosome over here. So chromosome. So what is a chromosome? Chromosome is at the time of cell division, the chromatin fiber gets coiled and condensed to form structure that is known as chromosome. Now little bit about chromosome. Now chromosome consists of two sister chromatids. Now in biology, whenever we use the female term sister chromatids, daughter cells, like this always we call, because we believe that females, they give birth, so therefore we use the term sister chromatids, joined at a point known as centromere. Okay, so two sister chromatids joined at a point that is known as centromere. Okay, and this chromosomes, they take information, whatever information, that means ये चीज होनी चाहिए कि suppose a cell is one oval shaped, suppose it is oval shaped. So the new cell that is made, how will that cell's nucleus know that whether I have to attain an oval shape or a rectangular shape? How the next one will know? So this is why we need to know what are the characteristics the cell it earlier had, so that the same thing can be made downwards. That is very important. Now a few characteristics of chromosome. Now see, number of chromosomes never determine the complexibility of the organism. That means अगर ऐसी बात नहीं है कि या ज़्यादा नंबर होगा क्रोमोसोम का तो ज़्यादा बड़ा ऑर्गेनिज्म होगा या ज़्यादा बड़ा भयानक ऑर्गेनिज्म. That is the wrong notion that many people have. So you have humans, they have 23 pairs of chromosomes. That means 46 pairs of chromosome in each cell. But amoeba single celled, कुछ उसमें नहीं है, एक सेल है बस, उसमें 230 के आसपास क्रोमोसोम्स. So it is not the number of chromosome that is determining the complexity of organism. And second most important, it is not the number of chromosomes that resembles a species. That means two species may have the same number of chromosomes, so it does not mean that both the species are same. So this is another wrong notion that we make. So two wrong notions about common wrong notion. So we are not talking anything scientific about centrosome, but we are talking the common notions that people have. These are wrong notions. We should avoid such things. So this is how this chromosome, chromatin will turn into chromosome, carried to the other cell, and then after that when condition becomes normal, this will again ये condense से uncondense होगा, फिर uncondense होकर फिर uncoil होगा और उसके बाद simple chromatin fiber बन के फिर से अगले nucleus में होगा. So this is how the information is transferred from one cell to another. इस चीज को हमेशा ध्यान में रखना है. और A question, many times question are asked in the examination that name the following, the organelle which carries information from the parent cell to the people write nucleus. Nucleus is wrong over here because let me tell you, at the time of cell division nucleus disappears. What remains is the chromosome. So the answer will be chromosome. Chromosome carries the hereditary information. But it would be never wrong to say that chromatin fiber as a function, agar pucha gaya what is the function of chromatin fiber, then it would be also correct that carries the information, hereditary information from the parent cell to the daughter cell at the time of cell division. That is all about the class. Out the hereditary information from parent cell to daughter cell. It's time for us to look at those give reasons. Now you might be wondering why I discuss give reasons at the end of the every video, because give reasons are sometimes tricky. They require many points which students are able to collect and recall and write in the examination. That's why I always discuss give reasons at the end. First of all, nucleus is known as the brain of the cell because nucleus controls and coordinates all the activities of the cell. Nucleus is the main organelle of the cell. Again, the same reason, nucleus controls and coordinates all the essential information of the cell. Or moreover, you can write that nucleus carries information from one cell to another. So that's all for today. If you think that I was able to build your concept and we were here to learn something new, then please like my video and subscribe my channel Study with Aditya. Thank you.